This is made by the same people that did Roller Drone. Art style is very similar. And I enjoyed that a lot. Well, that's off-putting. I don't like that at all. Moving sable, do-re-moo. I'm moving sable over here, round and round. Hello, giant face. I'm leaving. Beautiful. Oh. Okay, so I think circle's a sprint. Oh, I can just climb anything? Interesting. What am I needing to climb then? Oh, how did I miss that? Okay. Oh my goodness. Is there fall damage? No. Or I'm very strong. Whoa. What was that? Nothing. Okay, run! Into the desert. Oh, what is that? A deer camp. Okay. What's happening here? Oh, it actually is a deer camp. Okay. I can feel Jetty smiling behind her mask, just as I know she can feel the teeth-baring little grimace behind mine. I'm nervous, and she's softly, sweetly amused in her eyes. I probably have very little to worry about. You know, you have nothing to worry about, don't you, Sable? I was just thinking that, actually. I'm not even worried. I tell her I'm not worried at all, and it's possibly the least convincing I've ever been. You can say that, my love, but I do know how you are. You're going to be nervous until you've started, and then you'll act like you've been doing it your whole life. Remember the first time you rode a bike? You wouldn't even let me put you on the seat. You were so afraid. Your hands were like little claws gripping onto me. Mom, don't tell everyone. I feel the memory in my fingers, but then I promised you it was going to be all right. I told you how much I had loved riding my bike as a young woman, and how wonderful the wind felt through fabric. Suddenly there you were. You sat down, you leaned forward, and put those little grasping claws on the handies, and you were off. And I remember thinking, just watching you tear over the sand. Look at her, she can do whatever she wants. Jetty reaches out and places a hand on the edge of my mask. And you can, Sable. I take a breath. Okay. I thank Jetty for the encouragement and tell her with a nod that I think I'm ready. I know you are, so let's get started. You need to talk to Halal and Driss. Driss should already have made the arrangements for your bike, and Halal will share something, well, let's say as useful as it is fun. I think I might suspect what Jetty is saying, but I stay quiet. After that, I suppose we'll see you off. What if I choose the wrong path? I'll ask Jetty what will become me if I choose the wrong path. There are no wrong paths, Sable, or right ones. I'll be glad if you choose to stay with the Ibexe, but truth be told, I'll be glad no matter what, as long as you're happy. Whatever you decide, you do with my blessing. So don't try using me as an excuse to come home early, eh? She knows me. Now go speak with Halal. I'll be there to see you off. And speak to Driss as well. I've told him to arrange your bike with Sizzle. But you know how he is, okay? I have something to give you. A compass will help you on your journey. It's the same one I used on my gliding, an artifact you might say. Take the device on my palm. It's naturally there, perfectly weighed and crafted. Every component sliced together with incredible, satisfying precision. Thank you. Okay. So, what is this? Logging in. Hello, Sable. No messages. Fuck off, you're a loser. I understand. Hi. As I approached Halal, they gave an enthusiastic wave. I've always appreciated Halal's verve and vigor, and on a day like this, I'm ready to match it with a touch of nerves for balance. Here, Sable, take this. Halal hands me a small round stone. As it nestles onto my palm, I feel warmth not borrowed from Halal's hands, but emanating from within. I run my thumb over it, and I find it softly electric, like static on cloth. What is this? Try to sound less confused than I am, but ask Halal what this is. Well, Sable, you can't leave without it. What I've just given you is a gliding stone. What do you feel? Tell Halal that I feel electricity? Then you're doing it right. What you feel in that stone is openness. I look at the stone, it seems quite closed. Gliding stones are vessels for the perpetual. They suck up its power like little sponges and hold it there for you to channel. Right now, it's empty or dormant, waiting for you to fill it up. Okay? Ask how it can do this. Take it to the temple ruins at the edge of the canyon. You'll be able to activate it there. Okay. Lal claps his hands twice and bobs a little. I appreciate their good mood at a time like this. Come back to me once it's done. I want to hear all about it. As I'm about to leave, Lal stops me. Oh, you haven't got your bike, have you? It's a bit of a trek to the temple, so go see Driss. He was meant to get that ready for you, yes. I remember Jetty's words now and tell Halal I'll go see Driss. I will do. I found some money. Where's my bike, bitch? Hello. Though I've told myself not to be too eager, it's all I can do not to race up to Driss. Driss is the camp manager. He's been difficult to get a hold of lately, but now I strongly suspect he's been working on my bike in secret. Perhaps it's extra beautiful or has some custom feature. What will its name be? I wonder. How fast will it go? Will my legs feel sore? Or will I get used to it? It just turns with a bit of a start. Sable, hello. Hello, how are you today? Asked Driss how he is. I'm well. I let it hang there for a moment. But I can't do it. I'm too keen in the word spill. I asked Driss if he might sort of possibly may have a bike for me. Your bike! He yells it like it's an idea he's just had. Your bike. Yes, of course, right. Yes, your bike. That I prepared for you. Because today is your gliding, yes. Driss nods along with me. Yes, of course. Right, yes, I do have that. My blood runs cold, has he forgotten? By which I mean I arranged it for you in a, well, I'll sort of a tutorial for you. Did you forget? I'm telling you I didn't forget, I just made different arrangements. You see, Sable, before one can open their own bike, they must prove that they can ride a bike by taking a test ride on a different bike. Think about it and find I've never heard of that part. The gliding with Driss does seem earnest, sort of. So instead of worrying about your bike, I'd like you to try this bike as a test. Driss gestures to the sandcutter at his side. It's quite old and a little shabby. A test drive, if I've ever seen one. What's the bike's name? Driss seems scandalized. That's a bit personal, don't you think? Just sandcutter will do for now. Youngsters these days always asking questions. Now ride the bike through the ring and back there. Here's some advice, my young glider. Don't fall off. Don't lose your bike when you're not riding it. Your hover bike will appear as a blue icon on your compass. This bike sucks! I should speak to Driss, but where's this canyon? Okay. Is that it, maybe? Okay, there is a way up. Great. Do I need to climb there? Can I even make this? I cannot. I should be able to make this. Assuming I can't get higher anyway. Do. And up I get. Ooh, bloody windy up here. Come on. I see a door! Dear. Not so good. What are you? Are you gonna charge my stone? I hope so. I don't really know how to get out now. The stone drums like the beat of a heart. As I approach the altar, am I afraid? Exhilarated? I am ready for Rowena to show me, and I am ready to know myself. I feel her curiosity in this sacred place. I know I am in her sight. I assume that's a god. Charge my stone, Ramona. Oh. Did I die? Short journey. What is that behind me? Ooh. It's just a bush. Okay. Interesting. I really, really fucked that up. I like this. I'm coming, bike. How fast do I fall? Pretty slow. Yeah, I could probably get away with a lot here. Alright. Now back home. Let's go. So what is strafe for? Just for, like, dodging, maybe? But, like, it seems less useful than just dodging. I would have thought. Hello! When I return to Halal, it's clear that they know what I've just experienced. They're excited on my behalf in a way that makes me miss them before I've even left. Isn't it incredible? How does it feel? Safe, like a warm hug. I tell Halal that I feel almost embraced by the perpetual warm and safe in my own little bubble they swoon. Oh, that's a nice way of describing it. Halal's mood doesn't darken, but the sigh they let out shows a bit of sorrow. You're very lucky, you know. I miss it so much, that feeling just floating on the breeze. But I suppose it's best that it fades with age, Or else I might never have gotten back from my gliding. I'd just be out there heaving myself into chasms. Yeah, I get that. I'll heave myself into chasms for you. I tell them Halal I'll throw myself into 1,000 chasms on their behalf, and they giggle. That's what I like to hear. I know people manage to keep it up, but I don't know that I've got time to practice as much as they do. It takes real serious focus. Halal laughs, even if there's a bit of regret in it. And I certainly haven't got that. Still, I suppose the gliding wouldn't mean much if it were all gains and no loss. That's true. I think about it, but decide that there is already too much loss on my mind to consider it further. I am saying goodbye to my clan, my family, my home, my childhood. To lose perpetual and sacrifice is sacrifice for another time. So you're going to love it out there, Sable, even when you don't. My advice, try to have fun. There's a lot to be said about ritual and independence, and all of that is out there, but the world's an easier place if you put joy first. I thank Halal for their advice and for their help and tell them I'll miss them. It'll be over before you know it. Warning and reassurance all in one. Let's say goodbye to Halal. Hello! I returned to Dres, who somehow managed to seem caught off guard despite knowing I was coming. Sable! Congratulations. How was your first pre-glide flight? Any strange rattlings, unexplained hissing, small fires? What do you mean fires? Surely you'd notice if you were on fire even a little bit. Was that a possibility? Well, obviously it didn't happen, so I think we're fine. Dres, is the bike dangerous? Well... He doesn't finish. Anyway, I suppose that clinches it that you are ready for a bike of your own. I'm honored able to be the one to do this for you. Being so wide behind the mask that I think I might burst. Those are the words I've been waiting to hear. I think about asking if I should close my eyes, but decide that I want to be more mature for this pivotal moment. Go and see Saizo. Why? It's my great honor to tell you that your bike is with Saizo. I tell Dres that I assumed he was meant to have gotten the bike from Saizo for me. He nods. Yes, well, you thought wrong, didn't you? Go and see Saizo, she'll help you, and well done testing my... the sand cutter. In fact, since you're a quick study, why not borrow it for a little while, get some more practice in it? Though I feel a little put off and a lot uncertain, I thank Dres for his help and his bike and depart. Yeah, sure. Right, where the hell's Saizo then? Hi, are you Saizo? Umar. Is that actually just up here? Hi. She looks across the landscape as his shoulders sag a little. I wonder what she's thinking about. Something on your mind? His voice is weakly. I don't know how she's done it. That's Ilaria over there. Oh, hi. Follow her gaze to a little speck in the distance, which I now understand is her daughter Ilaria. Uh-huh. Do you want me to get her back? She shakes her head. No, she's fine. I'll get her. I'm just parenting. Yeah, right. Yeah. I suppose I'll know more about it when I get older. Yeah. She better be up here. Hi. Saizo is now clanner of the Ibexi, but I've known her for nearly as long as I can recall, and think of her more as a kind of distant relative than any sort of outsider. Machinists, I'm told, are given their posts and by their training and their code must go to where they are needed, but Saizo has been among so long that it's easy to forget. It's an assignment first and foremost. As far as any of us are concerned, she is one of us. I think there is a perception among the other clans that the Ibexi are quite insular, or that our designation of Ibexi versus outclanners suggests some nervous othering of those who are not unlike us. But in practice, such things are the mere result of our nomadic nature. We seek to know who will travel with us and who we must leave behind, but all are welcome to join. I'm always pleased that Saizo did. Sable, how do you do, clan child? I can think of only one thing. A bit worried. Am I really getting a bike? Saizo has a throaty quality to her voice, and it rumbles through her mask when she laughs. She's quite a serious person. Oh my God. Quite a serious person most days, and I'm always torn between pride and alarm when I manage to make her chuckle. Yes, Jaddy told me how excited you were. Sniffs. She also told me Driston would be coming along to get your bike together, but I think he may have... I knew it. What? I had meant to say that out loud, so I tell her I was just clearing my throat. I don't begrudge Driss his forgetfulness where I tasked with so many odds and ends, and maybe just a scattering beside this will be good for you. I want you to scaven your hover bike. Oh, come on! I'm gonna make my own. Besides, I wasn't expecting to make my own hover bike. No, you are going to... No, you are not going to make your own hover bike. You are going to build your own hover bike. Don't fucking be a pedantic dick, Sizo. Sure. To make suggest you are creating... Don't tell them to make suggest you are creating something. Your bike already exists. They simply haven't taken form yet. Here, take this. Hands me something. This is a navigator. You can use it to mark waypoints on your compass. It may be useful in finding the old parts. I asked Sizo where I might start looking. Our bikes are reborn in the ruined ships in fragments spread apart. A good start would be the ship down there near the camp. You find another up on that great rock near the other side of the canyon, and another behind the old dam on the hill. Use your navigator, mark that down if you need. You need to gather a control panel, a supply okay. Do most people make their own bike? Only lucky ones. Until Sizo will see her soon, head off. Okay. Together we yep. Sure. Okay. So okay. Alright. Okay. Where was this person that got to another area? Is it them? I think it might be them. Hey kid! The balloon was more fun than the person. Hi! I approached the cartographer. Greetings child. I saw you looking longingly at my great balloon. Quite a piece of work, isn't she? Bigger than I thought! Tried to explain that when I first saw the balloon, I thought it would be very small and somewhat far away. Now I see it's quite large and is very far away. Fumble through the explanation though, and the cartographer just nods without saying anything. I nod back. Well, good to meet you, and oh, I should introduce myself. I'm Jordan. I tell him I'm Sable. Suppose if you come all this way to see me, it's probably a map you're after, eh, Sable? I would love a map. So, of course you would. That'll be 50 cuts. To my ears, it's a fair price for a map, but too expensive for a pre-gliding glider with empty profit, so I tell Jordan I'll be back. Okay. Where's my bike? There's my bike. Okay. Let's get some parts. Oops. Okay, that rock almost killed me. Let me up. Open sesame. There's nothing of use to be found on the ship. I noticed a blinking light flashing on the dashboard of the cockpit. Push the button. Voice crackles in the machinery in front of me. It sounds like a recording. It's barely audible. Stop messing about with those buttons, you absolute idiot. Oh, I'm sorry, Raymond. Concentrate. I don't think I have to remind you how much work it was to get this done. We're almost there. Alright, let's see if that old machinist told us holds up. If not, there will be hell to pay. Hear the sound of mechanical adjustments being made. 3 clicks, buttons being pressed, perhaps. Okay, when I push this orange thing, pull that lever hard. Yes, Raven. Sound of a click and a large grunt before a snapping sound. Oh, on Ruana's mask. Not that hard, you've torn it out. Suddenly, speakers fill with static and a low rumble that gradually increases in pitch. and then the sound of someone cheering. It worked, we're flying! More cheering. Is that the sound of someone dancing? Okay, let's focus. This thing is moving fast. We need to slow it down a bit. How do we do that, Ramen? Let me check. The machinist knows. A long pause, rumbling static sound that started playing when the ship took off is increasing in pitch. Ramen, that lever Toma, the one you just ripped out. We're going too fast. We're going to crash. We need to try to recording cuts off here. Well, I thought there were parts here that I needed.